So when it comes to backpacking, you'll find a plethora of videos and articles about the big three, which of course is your backpack, your shelter, and your sleep system. But I think there's another piece of gear that's just as critical as those three pieces of gear. In fact, I'm calling them the big four now. And what is that? Well, it's footwear. Footwear is critical. A good pair of shoes is critical to both safety and comfort when you're out on a trail. And if you start looking at really good shoes, trail running shoes or hiking shoes, you'll find out very quickly that they can be very expensive. But what about budget options? Are there budget options out there? So after I wore out my Merrell Moab flights, I started looking for a new pair of hiking backpacking shoes. Now, when I was running marathons, I wore Asics. I loved Asics shoes, but I had not owned a pair of Asics for backpacking and trail running. So I decided, why not give it a shot? So I went online to Amazon and I found the Asics Gel Venture 9. They were on sale for $65. So I looked at a couple of reviews. The reviews looked really good for this shoe. So I said, why not give it a shot? I'm looking for a budget option just to see if I could find a good shoe, and I've been totally impressed with this shoe. I've got about 350 to 400 miles on this shoe right now. That includes backpacking, day hiking, trail running, and a fair amount of street running. First of all, I've been impressed with the stability of this shoe. It has great stability, especially going across rocky surfaces. You can just feel it. It has a hardness to the sole of it. And when you go across those surfaces, you have a great feeling of stability. Secondly, it has a good cushioning system to it. The heel has gel in it. The forefoot has Amplifoam in it. And so while it's not as cushioning as the Merrell Moab flights were, this shoe still has some good comfort and cushioning to it, especially for a budget option. The upper is a very lightweight mesh, very breathable. When I've gotten these shoes wet, which has been a few times, they've impressed me with how fast they dried out. Technical specs on this shoe, it weighs 11 ounces. The heel stack is 33 millimeters, the forefoot is 23, so it has a 10 plus millimeter drop, which if you're looking for a 0 millimeter shoe drop, this is not for you, but I'm used to the drop because when I was running marathons, almost all my shoes had a 10 millimeter drop. The lugs on these shoes were 3 millimeters, and they are pretty well worn out. There's still a little bit on there. I would probably get another 100 miles out of this shoe. And that would probably be the real con with this shoe is the longevity of the shoe. They're probably not going to last much more than 500 miles. But hey, for 65 bucks, that's not bad. Also, something about this shoe, it comes in about 20 different color combinations. I went with the old black and red. You know how I'm a conservative, so I have to get something conservative, but had some really nice combinations. Also comes in an extra wide, which I got the extra wide version, which is another pro. Now, if you're looking for a little bit better shoe, I'm gonna include a link to the Merrell Moab Flights, which is more of a cushioning shoe, which has been discontinued, but they've upgraded that shoe. It's the Merrell Nova 3, which is the same weight, but they included a rock plate in it, which I really like a rock plate in my shoe, and they have 6 millimeter lugs on them. So it's even an upgrade from the original Moab Flight. Those shoes will cost you about $125, so they're kind of a mid-range price. But hey, if you're looking for a budget shoe, you can't go wrong with this shoe, I don't think. I'm really impressed with it. Thanks for watching today, and I hope to see you out on the trail sometime. Bye.